Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Dr. Artist Show. I'm your host, Dr. Brian Artist, and I'm excited for this show. This is going to be a show not like any we've done before. Actually, it'll be similar to some we've done before. However, many people around the world walk up to me and ask me, Dr. Artist, how do I actually get my blood pressure to be normal without drugs? Or do I need to worry? I have grandparents, parents that all have high blood pressure on medications. How do I prevent myself from developing high blood pressure in the future? I don't want to be succumbed to being diagnosed with high blood pressure for life, being told it's a genetic issue, and now you're going to have to take these drugs for the rest of your life because there's nothing you can do. I also know that this is going to be published a week after Mother's Day, but I want to let you all know, I hope you had a great Mother's Day and spent time with your mother or someone you consider a motherly figure who you love, admire, and revere. Mothers actually play a pivotal role, I believe, in my own personal life in raising us, nurturing us, and teaching us basic principles of how to be kind to others and navigate society. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, welcome back to the Dr. Artist Show. I'm your host, Dr. Brian Artist, and I am so excited. I have back in this show with me Dr. Thomas E. Levy, cardiologist, who was based in Miami. I'm not going to tell you where he is, but this guy is phenomenal. He's written multiple books we've all taught you about. Death by Calcium. Let's see, the Toxic Tooth. I believe that's one, right? Thomas E. Levy?
Yes, sir.
And then Magnesium and Curing Most Diseases with Magnesium. This guy's a wealth of knowledge. He's a current researcher, still publishing research. And I'm honored to know him, be affiliated with him. And about it's been like 3 or 4 years ago, when the COVID-19 vaccine started being introduced into teenagers, there was this issue with myocarditis, highly being diagnosed after 7 days of the second Pfizer shot in teenage years. And the teenagers were having this being more diagnosed within a 7-day period after the second shot than adults were having. And so I had at the time 4 teenagers, and I thought it very important that I get a cardiologist who has respect in natural principles, things like hydrogen peroxide and other things, and magnesium, perspectives on calcium the rest of the world doesn't have, and then has published and done research consistently for decades. I asked Dr. Thomas C. Levy to join me for the Dr. Artist Show and produce a few things called 10 for 10s, which were how do we address, from a cardiologist standpoint, my naturopathic, chiropractic, acupuncture background, what did we use clinically to see people's lives improve naturally without medications, and then helping people eventually even get off medications. That was always a big deal that we wanted to do for my patients in the past. And lots of people are circumventing around to this topic now that we moved outside of the pandemic. Lots of people come up to me around the world and go, Dr. Artist, just yesterday even in Columbus, Ohio, multiple people were standing in line at an event I was speaking at and said, Dr. Artist, how do I lower my blood pressure naturally? I'm tired of swallowing synthetic snake venom from a Brazil viper, which are called ACE inhibitor drugs like captopril, lisinopril, anything that ends with pril. And as I introduce this concept and knowledge to people that they've never heard of before, they immediately want to stop them. My first reaction is to tell them, don't stop those immediately. That's ridiculous. If you're wanting to do this, though, there are ways, and your medical doctors can help you titrate off of those slowly, which means to reduce the dose over time while changing your diet, while adding in specific supplements you're learning from us and others in research papers that have been found to have value in lowering blood pressure. All right, so I want to bring Thomas E. Levy here. He's back again. Let's bring him on. Say hi to the audience. This is Dr. Thomas E. Levy, cardiologist. How many years has it been now? 40?
Oh, something like that.
Wow. Well, I'm 47. That means I'd have been 7 years old or so when you were about ready to start
That
practicing.
sounds right. You're a young whippersnapper, no doubt about it.
I'm definitely that. All right, Thomas E. Levy, how are you doing? And tell us what you've been up to lately.
Well, I've been up to my eyebrows. You didn't mention it, but I'm in the process of moving to Puerto Rico. And anybody that's ever moved and dealt with banks and applied for mortgages, know it's an overwhelming process. But when I finally gave them the results of my last colonoscopy, they went ahead and gave me the mortgage. So, but other than that, everything's great, and I'm not complaining. I'm looking forward to the move. I love Puerto Rico, and hey, sometimes you don't know where life's going to take you, but that's where it's taking me right now. So
Well,
definitely
are you
great to be here
anticipating
with
getting
you,
some
sir.
land on that island?
Well, the home I'm looking at has a nice little piece of land on it as it is. I mean, not like super acreage, but it's not one of these wall-to-wall places with other homes. So that's another nice thing about it. Even though it's a small island, I'll have a lot of space. And at least for me, peace of mind and quiet are the most important things for me as to where I live. Everything else is secondary, even though there are other important factors.
Hold up. Did you not find Miami quiet and silent and serene?
Not too much.
Just kidding. From Miami to Puerto Rico, I'm assuming the weather's very similar. I imagine it would be.
Similar, not as hot, and I don't think as muggy. So it's
Oh, good.
and being an island, you get a lot of consistent breezes, and so you don't have many days that are completely stagnant. That's really when the heat and the humidity start to boil your flesh, is when it's hot and humid and stagnant.
Well, how long have you lived in Miami, where it can get very stifling humidity wise? And in Dallas,
Oh
where I am, very stifling. New Orleans, where all my family's from. Oh my God, the humidity is like
my God,
sitting
yeah.
on you. It's
Well,
awful.
I was at Tulane, so I did a lot of time in New Orleans too. Yes,
May and
and you're
June are
right.
awful.
You're right. With
Oh,
industrial strength mosquitoes. Yes. Now I've been
that's
6 years in Miami, but so time to move along.
very good. Congratulations. What's your most recent research paper you've written up? What article? And what's the topic? I'm just curious.
Well, probably the one that says and asserts that root canals cause breast cancer frequently. Okay. And I mean, I can't make it any clearer. All these poor ladies out there that are just, along with their physicians, docs, and healthcare providers, completely misinformed, uninformed. But oh, the ladies that just go straight to the chemotherapy, that's such a shame and such a needless waste of health, needless loss of breast, the whole ball of wax. It all comes from the mouth. It all comes from the mouth. And the article has a mere 260 references in it. So none of it I'm just pulling out of left field. Amazingly enough, as you know this very well, Dr. Artist, just because something is not well known or widely accepted doesn't mean it's not clearly documented in the
Very,
literature,
very
which
true.
is the case here.
And my audiences have learned about many, many things that have been documented in science paper after medical journal and medical research paper. But it appears no medical doctors even know anything about this stuff. It's very odd to me. I'm like, how do the government health agencies not talk about this? I cannot believe how many things are well known and established in medical research proving that nutritional things and alternative healthcare can provide many, many benefits in the lives of people. It's not just drugs. It's not just vaccines. It's not just chemotherapy. It's not just surgery. There are a lot of things that,
Oh,
shockingly to me, have been withheld from getting either from those journals to the eyes and ears of a lot of the medical professionals,
well,
unfortunately.
one of your best examples is vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C probably has over 80,000 articles on it in the literature. And
Wait, did you say
doing
eight?
all sort of
Wait. Did you say 8 articles?
80,000 articles.
80,000. Holy cow, it's a lot.
Okay. And doing crazy, wonderful things like neutralizing poisons and curing infectious disease and ameliorating cancer and a lot of other diseases. But guess what? Our esteemed textbooks of medicine don't mention it at all. They don't. I mean, something that has done that with 80,000 articles in the world literature is not even mentioned in the medical textbook. I mean, that pretty much summarizes ignoring slash suppressing something.
1,000%. I 100% agree. And yes, my audiences know that. I find it disgusting. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, for example, the thing the most recently for me, Doc, has been over the last year, I did not know this, but I wanted to know, is nicotine only in tobacco plants? Like, of all the plants on the earth, is there only one that actually manufactures nicotine inside of it? I had no idea until the last year. And I'm being flown around the world right now to educate people on what the benefits of nicotine is found in plants. And I'm like, this is amazing that no one talks about this. But when I put it up on the screens, I'll show them the vegetables they've been eating their whole life that has nicotine in it. But none of them have ever known this, Doc. Not a single person has ever gone, yeah, I knew that. No, every medical professional, every lay person, every citizen's always like, wait, what? Nicotine's in my white potatoes, every mashed potatoes I've ever eaten, every potato chip I've ever eaten, every French fry I've ever eaten. Yeah, every time you went to Chick-fil-A and ate that waffle fry, it's got nicotine in it. Every eggplant, every zucchini, every red tomato, green tomato, bell pepper, cauliflower, celery. It's been amazing to realize that they bastardize tobacco so often and just tell you, avoid this substance because it has nicotine in it.
No,
but they don't.
you certainly opened up my eyes on nicotine. And
It's wild.
I mean, as a cardiologist, what are we told from day one, about smoking, nicotine, this, that, or the other, and then everybody goes on Nicorette so they could get off of get off of the cigarettes. So no, your stuff was pretty. Knowing what we know about how things are suppressed or ignored, I wasn't stunned or surprised out of my mind, but I was impressed with the data. Yes.